Well, hello, OB Joyful Church. It's good to be with you again. I'm up at the church, just doing a little bit of work up here, just for a change. It's kind of nice, but is very quiet. Miss all of you. We're in 1 Peter, and right up at the beginning, still, it's just going to take us a long time to get through this book, so I hope it's okay with you. I'm having a fun time just learning more and looking for what I feel like God has for me to share with you. So this is part 8, and I'm going to read to you just from a little bit from 1 and 2. Peter, an apostle of Jesus Christ, to those who are elect exiles. So that's where we're going to stop, this idea of elect exiles. These are the people he's writing to. And if you go to verse 2, according to the foreknowledge of God the Father. So these recipients are elect exiles or strangers in the world, according to the foreknowledge of God the Father. And so in the midst of Peter bringing them a bunch of really rich theological information about the purpose and the roles of the Trinity, he's going to take time to use these words like foreknowledge to flesh that out. And so we want to spend just a moment there to try to understand the foreknowledge of God in 1 minute. So that word foreknowledge is the same word as election or predestination. That flows together. Those three words are translated similarly. And whenever we see predestination, I think we have feelings. We don't just bring our intellect to it. We bring our intellect and a lot of questions. And we should. Predestination or election, the foreknowledge of God is a really hard thing. We don't know how it works. But I want to say two things about it briefly. One is that the foreknowledge of God is always presented as a blessing. So though we can't understand it fully, we can know that if the God of the universe tells us it's a blessing, that we might be able to understand it in that way. And then secondly is the mystery of it. We're not going to get to the bottom of this. We're not going to understand it in a way that we can easily explain it and deal with it and be okay with it. So knowing that, I just want to encourage you with the truth that it is a good thing, however it is, and whenever we fully, or at least understand it as much as we ever will, it will be a blessing. Let me read to you from Romans 8:29, where there's just a little bit more thought about this revealed. Because it says, those whom he, God, foreknew, he also predestined to be conformed to the image of his Son, to be conformed to the image of Jesus. So that Jesus should be the firstborn, the elevated one, the one who's lifted up among many brothers, it says. So one of the things about the foreknowledge of God is that it lifts up Jesus Christ. And it lifts him up in that we have become a part of his family. So somehow the God of the universe has seen beforehand the importance of bringing us into his family through the sacrifice of Christ. And that act lifts Jesus up as the firstborn. He is honored through predestination. So let me give you a couple things to think about. One is that the God of the universe does have a plan, and somehow that plan involves you. He gets down to the level of you and myself. And secondly, you are made part of his family through that plan. By faith on our part, our only piece of the puzzle, he brings us into relationship with himself through Jesus, and we become brothers and sisters. And then I want to ask you this. How does knowing this change your day today? How does knowing about the plan of God and the blessing that it is and how it relates to Jesus change your day today? Y'all have a good one. I'll see you later.